Well, welcome. My name is Eric Camps. I'm the Regional Vice President of the Society of American Magicians. Thank you. A 100-year-old organization that just can't get it. It's just so shocking to me to see so many friends on the big screen. It just blows my mind. The highlight, of course, seeing Hiawatha with a job. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce a young man. Well, yeah, he's still a young man. For me, he's definitely a young man that I used to spend a lot of time with at magic conventions. And, well, he used to follow me around. We had a lot of fun back then. And an SYMer, which is also a Society of American Magicians organization. Please welcome Joe Tyler Gold. And of course, the person he couldn't have done this without, of course, is Tammy Campbell. Please welcome Tammy Campbell. So I'm going to hand this over, and please, questions, guys.
Thanks, Eric.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone. It was quite a thrill to share the movie with such an enthusiastic crowd.
Yeah!
I'd like to bring up Valerie Dillman and Hiawatha Johnson Jr., two of our cast members. We also have Michael Martin in the audience, who helped us with sound. Thanks, Mike. And Teresa Hong, who's somewhere in the audience. And Maggie Blake. Did anybody have any questions? Yes, Eric.
How long did it take you to write this film?
Okay, so here's the deal. We were struggling to come up with something that a film that we could produce, and we were struggling to raise money. And somewhere around February of 2010, we saw that the IBM convention was going to be in San Diego in July. And I said, if I can write this movie really fast, in like 3-4 months, have it done before the IBM, we can shoot the whole thing at the IBM, not pay for extras, not pay for production values. I'll enter the contest for real, and we'll shoot it. And they'll be all over it. Well, when I contacted the IBM, they were like, not a chance. We had a doc there the year before, and it didn't go so well, and you can't shoot any convention activities. I said, well, can we just kind of shoot around, like in the background, outside, not really shoot activities? And say, okay, yeah, if you keep it really small and low profile. We used the Canon 7D camera, which is a very small camera. It looks like a still camera. In fact, it is a still camera. And when we were at the convention, we had a crew of one. And we had no sound equipment really, and no lights, and we just kind of got some shots. And then we had to proceed to go back to Los Angeles and try to duplicate the IBM convention, which was not easy, of course. Any other questions? So we wrote it in about 3 to 4 months. Yeah, Josh.
Great job, by the way.
Thanks.
What was the furthest place you traveled to film?
Yeah, so we shot Los Angeles, San Diego, and Vegas would be the furthest place that we filmed.
Yeah, we didn't go to Mexico.
We shot in Nathan Burton's dressing room.
Yes, we did shoot Nathan Burton's dressing room.
And he got all upset. Well, we had to do this little scene, and there was no sound on it. And, it was kind of like a breakup scene. But he was kind of laughing a lot. So then I thought, I'll just get really pissed and scare him. So I started swearing and throwing. He's like, no, Donnie and Marie are up next. You better do it. So,
let me ask you, you're not a magician though, so how long did it take you to learn and to do what you did? Because it looked great.
oh, thank you. You know what? We shot over quite a long time, and
We shot a day or two a month for like 18 months.
Wow.
So each shoot day, she would only have to prepare like one
it's
trick.
like a little baby bird. You just give her one tiny little dropful at a time. So one little trick, and I practice, and do it in the scene, which is hard.
We made these video storyboards. Tony Clark and David Riegel helped us make these storyboards. And then he would show me the trick, and if I could do the trick, then we'd show it to Valerie. And there's a funny video floating out there somewhere of my first experience with flash paper. It's not good.
Can you explain the audition process and how you have to direct a person like Hiawatha Johnson? What is it like to deal with this man behind a magic counter?
Audition Hiawatha.
No, Hiawatha was offer only. You know, I go way back with Hiawatha, and he fit the role perfectly. You want to talk a little bit about?
Who was it?
No, so it was really a pleasure. As you said, I've known him a long time and met him at Magic Camp. And we used to laugh to this day every year at Magic Camp. He comes up at least once because he had this award-winning act where a card vanished and it appeared in a teddy bear's pocket. And we remember him running around the gymnasium, which was wild. So he actually rewrote that role for me. So it was originally a whole nother thing. He rewrote it for me, which I was flattered. Hardest part was the worm wrangling, which we have two different versions of that, and that was just big fun, and certain things about it I cannot reveal with the worms. And one of the funniest things, we actually had the owner of the shop, one of the guys went to sleep during the middle of one of our scenes, and he actually started snoring while we were doing the scene. Then when we woke him up, he said, no, I wasn't asleep. And it took us a long time to recover. Actually, she had to reel us in because the three of us, Joe, Jonathan and I, we laughed for a long, long time. And so it was relatively easy. I'm brain damaged, but I can be easy to work with sometimes.